JBNN keep you informed. I'm Michelle Jones, and in the news, CPFA condemns horrific abuse of child by a woman in viral video. The Child Protection and the Family Services Agency, CPFA, has condemned the incident in which a woman was seen stomping on a girl in a video. In a media statement on Thursday, the CPFA's Chief Executive Officer, Laurie Adams Thomas, described the incident as simply horrific. The CPFA says it has located the girl who was seen being stomped on by a woman who is said to be her mother. It says the 15-year-old is now in the care of her father. She is currently receiving medical attention at the hospital. Adams Thomas says the police have been made aware of the case and are expected to take the appropriate action. Our investigations team was able to quickly locate the child. We can confirm that the woman seen assaulting her in the video is her mother. The child is now in the care of her father, and she is currently receiving medical attention at the hospital, she said. She said the CPFA will continue to follow up with the child to offer psychological, psychosocial, and any other forms of necessary intervention. Man shot in face by alleged co-workers in St. James. A man narrowly escaped death on Tuesday after being shot in the face by his co-workers at Sunderland District in St. James. The victim has since been hospitalized, and the police have launched a manhunt for two men, one known as Shortman and another known as Bravo, in connection with the incident. Reports received indicate that around 10 a.m., the now injured man was picked up by another individual, and they left to go to a section of the district to cut down a tree. While heading to the area, they reportedly picked up another man by the roadside, and all three men journeyed into the hills of Sunderland District. While in the bushes, the police said the man was picked up last allegedly pulled out a gun and shot the complainant in the face. He attempted to fire more shots, but the gun reportedly jammed. The injured man, according to the police, ran from the scene and made his way to the Hamity Hall police station, where he filed a report before being taken to the hospital. St. James tire repairman charged with murder after intervening in dispute. 30-year-old Oakley Banks, a tire repairman of Bottom Road in Orange, St. James, has been charged with murder after his intervention in a dispute led to the death of a man on Sunday. The deceased has been identified as 40-year-old Santino Plummer, a laborer of Lilliput, St. James. About 11:30 p.m., Plummer reportedly went to a football field to conduct a business transaction, during which an argument developed with a woman and the Banks intervened. The quarrel between the two men became physical, and it is alleged that the Banks used a stone to strike Plummer. The police were alerted, and on their arrival, the deceased man was seen lying face down in a pool of blood with an injury to the head. Banks was also seen running from the scene, was chased, and held by the police. He was taken into custody, where he was charged following a question and answer session. Woman found guilty of manslaughter in Reggae Girl killing. Rochelle Foster, the quality analyst who was being tried for the 2019 killing of national women's footballer Tariana Plum Clark, has been found guilty of the lesser charge of manslaughter. A 7-member jury returned the verdict on Thursday afternoon. Clark, a rising star in the sporting arena, was stabbed to death during a reported dispute over a cell phone about 8:50 p.m. on October 31, 2019, at Limelight Plaza in Halfway Tree, St. Andrew. The sole eyewitness was the first to take the stand in the Home Circuit Court Division of the Supreme Court when the trial began on January 8, 2023. Had told the court that on the evening in question, there was an argument between the Reggae Girl and the defendant. In that argument, the witness said Foster accused Clark of deliberately ignoring her calls. The witness said Clark responded by saying her phone was acting up and that other individuals were also experiencing difficulties contacting her. The witness said Foster lunged forward and tried to grab the phone from Clark, who pushed her hand away. She said Foster then brandished a knife and stabbed the footballer in her side before stabbing her a second time. Foster claimed she acted in self-defense against the footballer, who she claimed had been fuming over the fact that she had called it quits on their toxic 7-month sexual relationship. Woman arrested after over $20 million worth of cocaine found in Alaska packages in suitcase. A Jamaican woman was arrested at the Norman Manley International Airport on Wednesday following the seizure of 4.8 kilograms of cocaine. Investigators assigned to the Jamaica Constabulary Forces Narcotics Division are investigating the case. The cocaine is estimated to have a street value of $144,000 or 20,736,000 Jamaican dollars. According to the police, on Wednesday, January 17, about 5 p.m., the woman checked into board a flight destined for London. During security screening procedures by narcotics operatives at the security checkpoint, 4.8 kilograms of cocaine were discovered concealed in Alaska packages in her suitcase. She was subsequently arrested and placed under reasonable suspicion for breaches of the Dangerous Drugs Act. Her name is being withheld pending further investigations. Defense wants video of credit card being used after Donaldsons' disappearance. A credit card belonging to missing social media personality Donaldson was reportedly used at a popular hotel in Portland late last year by a female. Donaldson, 24, went missing on July 13 last year after she was last seen at the home of her lover, Police Constable Noel Maitland, 2 days earlier. Maitland, who was taken into custody 2 weeks later on July 27, was shortly after charged with murder and unlawfully disposing of a corpse. He has been in custody since after being denied bail. Yesterday, when he appeared in the Home Circuit Court via Zoom for a plea and case management hearing, his lawyer, Christopher Townsend, asked the prosecution to secure footage of the alleged incident, the date of which was not stated in court. In the statement disclosed by the Crown, the credit card of the potential deceased was used at a particular hotel in the parish of Portland, and therefore we want to see the footage, the attorney said yesterday. The prosecutor in response said the information was not accurate, as it was not a credit card belonging to Donaldson. However, she was interrupted by the judge, who instructed the prosecution to provide the footage. In the meantime, the defense confirmed that the prosecution had made full disclosure. The prosecutor, however, indicated that both parties were unable to agree on any of the statements or facts, as the case is based on circumstantial evidence. A trial date was subsequently set for July 7, 2025, and it is expected to last for 2 months before a jury. Before that, however, a trial readiness hearing will be held on January 14 next year. Maitland was subsequently remanded. Cop nabbed with ganja on police station grounds fined. A policeman was allegedly caught with marijuana and weapons on the grounds of the Montego Bay police station was fined $27,000 when he appeared in the St. James Parish Court on Wednesday. Constable Rashim Smith pleaded guilty to possession of and dealing in ganja, as well as 3 counts of possessing an offensive weapon. Smith's lawyer, Henry McCurdy, stated in his mitigation plea that his client was of good character and had an unblemished record prior to the incident. In passing the sentence, presiding judge Sasha Mary Smith Ashley ordered the cop to pay a fine of $5,000 or 10 days in jail for possession of ganja and $7,000 or 10 days in jail on the dealing charge. He was also fined $15,000 or 10 days in jail for possession of the 3 knives. Smith was arrested on January 5 after the investigating officer and colleagues went to the Montego Bay police station shortly after 7 p.m. after learning of an investigation into him. The officers approached him as he drove onto the compound. The allegations were that Smith's vehicle was searched and a sum of money was removed from both the vehicle and his person. A knapsack on the front passenger seat of the vehicle was also searched. It was discovered to contain 17 parcels with green vegetable matter resembling ganja and weighing 1 pound 7 ounces. Several other items were discovered in the knapsack, including cigarettes, lighters, and 3 ratchet knives. When he was charged on caution in relation to dealing in ganja, he reportedly said, "It's me doing my thing, not anyone else." Counterfeit goods, valued at approximately $100 million, seized in downtown Kingston. Law enforcement officials from the Counterterrorism and Organized Crime Investigations Branch CTOC seized approximately $100 million worth of counterfeit goods at a business establishment on Barry Street in downtown Kingston on Wednesday. According to Deputy Superintendent of Police, DSP Victor Barrett, in charge of intellectual property rights at CTOC, majority of the goods seized were knockoff Crocs. However, brands such as items mimicking brands such as Gucci and LV were also seized.
This morning here at 133 Barry Street, we had discussions with some of the rights holders owner of the specific brands, and as a result, we did we did some workup, and it led us here where we found a large quantity of counterfeit Crocs, mainly Crocs, and mostly Crocs. We found other items here like Gucci and Adidas and LV, but 95% are Crocs. And so we are here enforcing that breach. So Crocs, what they do, they register the three-dimension the registration of Crocs. So it doesn't matter whether or not it has the name Crocs on it. Once it has a shape, dimension, it's a breach of the Trademark Act. And with that said, we have an obligation under the Trademark Act to act, and as such we are here. So once we get a complaint from the rights holder that our products are being infringed, then based on the law we are compelled to act, and as a result we are here. This morning, based on our investigation, I anticipate the volume of goods here to be about 100 million Jamaican dollars, right? And behind me upstairs is a 3-story warehouse, and I'm sure you got pictures of what exists upstairs. So it's a big money business, and these merchants, they continue to deceive the public, because when you look at some of the Crocs here, and it has the label Crocs on them, but the sticker can be easily removed by the heat, and I assure you that it's just not a good quality, and they are selling them at the same price as a real Crocs. So counterfeiting in itself is bad. It's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and whilst it is a global problem, it is also a national problem, where we have a lot of merchants indulging in counterfeit activity. With that said, we have to do what we have to do, because there is a law in place that speaks to the infringement of the trademark, and when that is the case, then we have to do operations like these. Why can't you save your money and buy a proper Crocs? Because you might buy a Crocs, and within the year you replace the Crocs 3 times, when you could use that money and buy a proper Crocs that lasts you for a long time. So that by itself is a cop out, it's an easy way of looking at the issue at hand. Jamaica is a brand culture, and we like to wear brand, right? And as a result, these merchants, they understand that Jamaicans like brands, and they just put the brands in the public space, and people just buy the brand at all costs, and it is bad. We also discover that with emerging technology, with cyberspace, with trading online, that persons are using now cryptocurrency and Bitcoin to pay for goods, right? And that by itself is kind of difficult to track. Law enforcement officials all over the world find investigating cryptocurrency more difficult than traditional crimes, but nonetheless, we in Jamaica, we're equipped, we have the expertise, and we are here to do what is necessary to protect brand Jamaica and to protect our consumers.
JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.